Hi, my name is Robert Mallon. I want to tell you a very quick story about some awesome service that I actually got to experience this week. We had the hurricane come through. I live in Gainesville, Georgia, and obviously it wasn't as bad as what Florida got and other parts of the country, but I'm right outside of Atlanta, Georgia. We got hit pretty hard, so we had, 50-mile-an-hour winds. On Monday afternoon, a large part of a tree came down. It's probably 30, 35 feet long, and also it was very wide. The problem was it was still attached up at the top of the tree, and I could not get the thing down. And I looked at it the next day thinking, what am I going to do? Because I'm definitely not going to go up there and try to get it down. That's not what I do, and actually I would probably kill myself. But at the same time, I was thinking, well, later this week, I'll try to find somebody to come with a chainsaw and drag this thing out and get it all down and cut up. A couple of days later, we have a landscape company that does our yard called New Leaf Landscape, owned by a very good friend of mine named Steve Murray. But they came by, they got there about 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't see them pull up, but I happened to be walking by a window, maybe about 8:10 or so, and I looked out and I saw them standing by the tree looking up. And I was, quite frankly, still in my pajamas. They went down to the truck. They came back. They went up in that tree and they cut that down and then took it all apart and really took about an extra 30 minutes or so, maybe longer than that, drug it down to some woods, put it all in there. And the point would be this: that was not their job. Their job was to cut my grass, to make sure that the leaves are up and stuff like that, but nothing heavy duty like what they did. So I walked outside and I thanked them and was just, so thankful for what they did. And they said, that's just what we do. Don't worry about it. It's our pleasure to be able to serve you. Now, here's the whole point. I've been working with that company, with the leaders of that company for a long time. These two guys had no idea that I work with that company. It's a pretty large company. But I know this for a fact. Back 2-3 years ago, we came up with some company values for the company, and they actually have 7. Their number one company value is servant's heart. Servant's heart. And the leadership team came up with that. The point is they live those values and they talk to their employees about their values all the time. And that was just a great example of me of how being a leader and conveying what you want and what your values are, your team is going to do that. And so I just wanted to put this on Facebook and just say, excellent job, New Leaf. Excellent job, leaders of that company there. And the 2 young men that came down and did that, you did not have to do that, and I did not ask you to do that. But from the bottom of my heart, I really, really appreciate that more than you know. So anyway, hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you sometime soon.